All right, first topic. We are going to talk about how often you should follow up with clients. Now, I want to talk about it in different capacities and stuff here because when I say follow up with clients, I really mean like for inquiries and I mean after they have booked you. So for inquiries, I tend to myself give my clients a week at a time. Okay. And I know most DJs or anybody who's going to respond to this or comment on this video is going to give me a different time frame. They're going to say that mine's too long, or they're going to say, yeah, that's about right. But I give them a week. So when they first inquiry, and I'm going to tell you why I think like this too. When they first inquire about my services, first of all, I'm on it. I have a way to do everything from the phone. Honeybook allows you to do that. I highly recommend Honeybook. If you want to check it out, please do so in the link and stuff down below. What I do is as soon as I get the inquiry, I give them a brochure and stuff back. When they get the brochure and stuff back, a lot of the times that step is not taken, like action is not taken after that. This is usually when I have to hunt down clients. So I'll give them a week. And then I'll send out, just feeling you out, seeing whether or not you would like to go with us. And then I'll give them another 7 days. And usually I try to put this based on the time frame that I've sent out the brochure. So now in week 2, I'm like, kind of like that knock on the door, like just trying to check and see if you're still interested. So that's week 2. Week 3, if I haven't heard from you and stuff like that, like I'm already like in 3 weeks, I feel like a bride should already know whether or not they've seen your packages, they've seen what you offer. They should know whether or not they're going to pick you. So in week 3, I tell them, we're going to do one final follow-up and stuff with you. I'm going to give you another week, hold your date. And then after that, we're going to have to let it go. So now week 4 comes and then I have to archive it. So you basically have just about a month to decide. And I don't think a month is too much. I really think that, you give somebody a month to decide whether or not they're going to select you or not. That's more than enough. In my opinion, sometimes when I think about it, I'm just like, maybe I should shorten that. Maybe it should be, you've got 2 weeks or something like that. But the demand is not as crazy. Now, if I had 2 people on the same date that are kind of fighting for the same date, then it's like, the first one to book is the first one to get it done. So now, if they respond to me after I send them the brochure and they say, oh, we like this package. Usually, if they say we like a package, usually they'll go ahead and book. So I will, if I take my time and put together the package and stuff that you like and I send it to you and you still don't respond and stuff after that, like you've got you have a total of 3 weeks. Like, so if I send you a brochure, you respond, and then I send you out a proposal, and that's within a week's time frame, or that's within a 2 weeks time frame, you've got pretty much a week and a half before I go ahead and have to throw that out, because now I'm taking time out to put something together for you and you're still not responding. So I think that, you should just weigh it out per your clients that come through. If you've got a lot of clients coming through, I'm pretty sure that that's smaller. If you are, this is me as an individual, one-man band here. But if you are if you're within an organization, this probably works different and stuff for you. You're probably 2 weeks and you're like, well, we're moving on. But just as a one-man band, I just think that, you give clients ample time to be able to respond to you. And if they're interested, they're interested. But I mean, you reached out to me. So I'm a little confused on why the communication and stuff is off. You know what I mean? That's what gets me. If you ask me for something and I send it back immediately, I try to respond to people who inquire about a function. I try to hit them within the hour, because I know that if I lose you and you go on with life, last thing you're going to do is go to your emails and emails how to respond. I may have to start doing this thing text messages. I don't know, because I think people respond to text messages much faster, probably in this day and age. But yeah, I'll probably switch that up now that I think about that. I think I just talked myself. Yep, that's going to happen. Yep, I just talked that to existence. I did. So yeah, so now after you book, let's talk about after you book. That's before you book, how much time you give. After you have booked, let's say, somebody books for June of next year. How often should you be in touch with them? Well, I think every 3 months, you should just reach out and say something. I think you should just say just a little something, whether it be like, is there anything that I can help with to help your day go smoother? Or you could talk about other additional services, maybe add-ons at that time that you can offer. If you've gotten something new and you want to add on to the client, you could reach out. But I think every 3 months you should be able to do that, because that's like 4 emails if it's a year away, to where you have been in touch, you've answered all questions, and nothing's like a shock. So if you're doing that and keeping up with the client in that way, I think that builds rapport. They feel like you care about what's taking place, and they're not just sitting there waiting for the event to just show up. So I know that's a lot of emails and stuff like that. In Honeybook, you can actually make it automated. That's what I do. I make it automated, but the time frame that I set it up is for every 3 months. And it's just a simple little something. Hey, this is your DJ. Thank you again for choosing me. Is there any questions or anything like that I can answer? Have you had an opportunity to check out the music app to add music to? It just makes the time before, or the sit down that we have, much easier if you go ahead and fill out information. These are just little things to help out, because everybody's busy. So you already know that. Everybody has stuff that they're going to do and stuff they need to knock out. So they're not going to remember to go to an app and add music. Even though I do have some clients that are fantastic at it, everybody's not going to do it. So this is just like a small reminder, so that when we get to the day of, you have more of a feel for your couple. They've already answered some questions. They've already put in more information, and sometimes you can get them to add an add-on. So I think these are great time frames and stuff to be able to offer for them. Me personally, this is my strategy. You don't have to do it the same way I do, but please let me know in the chat what you guys think as far as is a great time to follow up, if you follow up, and how do you do your inquiries? Is it a day? Do you give them a week and you're gone? Just let me know how it works. I'm just curious, because sometimes I feel like I'm giving too much time. But yeah, let me know in the chat and stuff down below.